Hello, I'm Leaca Young, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my travel supplies. I have them all sprawled out here. I'm kind of going through them, and so I wanted to talk about them. So I like either bags to carry your supplies. So this is a Sendak from Peg and All. In my supply list there, I have shown some jelly rolls that work just fine too, where you can hold all of your supplies and they lay out. So like you can put brushes in here, watercolor palettes, and then you can also fold up a journal on the inside of it. That's how I capture everything in one there. The only thing with this is I can't hold like glue sticks and that kind of stuff in this, but it does keep your journal nice and tidy. So this is one option. So then I will show you another option. So I'm gonna put this one down. Here, I'll get that out of the way. Okay, so this is another option. And this is a Sula bag, and it has pockets all around it, and it has that capability to hold your pens and that kind of stuff in it. So this holds different markers, some pens that I use, a pencil, eraser, a ruler, scissors, and then on the inside I put the I'm putting both of them in here, the journals in here, and then it can also hold the watercolor palette and my brushes. So I'm going to put this to the side and talk about the next. But just something where I don't like having my pins in a bag. I like having them out like this because it's easy to get to them, and in a bag like this, they're buried and it's really difficult to like rifle through sometimes. And this also takes up another amount of space, where these, I feel like these two options are pretty space saving, and I like that. Okay, let's put this to the side. So watercolor brushes, there's a couple options. You can take toothbrush holders and put your brushes that you like to use in this, and it keeps them really safe. And this plastic is pretty squishable, so if it gets hit or crushed or whatever, it doesn't tend to break. I've traveled with it like this, and it does just fine. Or the other option is the travel brushes, and these are around $20, and they just kind of unscrew, and they have different types of brushes. So there's a flat, and I think, let's pull these out here. You can get 4 or 3 brushes. This one is the 3 option. So there's a brush, just a rounded brush there, and rounded brush there. This is an 8, and what is this one? Like a 6. What is it? 4. It's a 4. I don't hardly use these, so they're kind of, like I said, I don't only use these when I travel. I don't use them all the time, but I like them as the option because they're pretty compact, and then I have a couple different sizes, and it makes it nice. And then it just kind of folds up. So I can have my brushes in here, and now we'll talk about the watercolor palette. So this is a watercolor palette from Art Toolkit, and it has like a place for the palette for you to put your colors on, and it has plenty of wells for you, and they're thin, so it makes it really nice. These are the colors that are inside. I put like a clear pocket there. We'll talk about clear pockets too, but I always have a stash of clear pockets to use for different things like that in my journal, and like for this type of thing. And so this can fit just in my journal. So I have my watercolor brushes and my journals and all my pens and stuff in this. I think I could even get, let's see, I'm trying to figure out how to get everything in here, but not everything fits. But even a cup, a watercolor cup, can fit in there, and it will zip up nicely. I'm going to pull this out because we're going to talk about this. But some other options for watercolors is I just use like old vintage tins, and then just put a rubber band around them. But there's all kinds, like you could use any kind of tin that you had, whatever size that you wanted for the amount that you wanted to take. There's all kinds of different sizes of tins. You could just put wells in there if you wanted to, or buy a small palette is nice to have as well. So that's for that. I wanted to talk about the watercolor cups. So for water cups, I bought this and I thought it was going to be double this size. And it's kind of big, and I'm not really a fan of it. It's just too big because I wanted two, and I think it would be space saving to get this. But if you had the space, this is kind of nice for that reason. I mean, if you had the space to take this big of one, it wouldn't be that bad. But I think I'm going to want something that's smaller, so I will leave a link for these now. But there is this. I mean, this is nice if you have the space, and all it does is it can hook on your bag, so it's on the outside of your bag, and so that would be kind of nice as well. You could even keep, my hair is everywhere. Anyways, but you could snatch, just attach this to your bag so it wasn't space inside your bag. But I don't know. So both of these I'm going to leave links for. The next thing is adhesives. And this, I told you, might have scissors and a ruler. I like to have both of those. But glue, and I'll take a couple glue sticks and sometimes a glue runner, but depending on my space. But these both are really good options. The other thing I like is tape. I like to have like masking or painter's tape. I will travel with this and use it to attach things. I just like that it's see-through. I like that you can remove it and put it back if you need to, and but at the same time it holds. So I like that. The other thing, and this is probably gonna have to go with something else, is these clear pockets that they adhere into books and things, and then like different sizes. There's a couple different sizes you can get, and I love those. The other thing we're going to talk about here is clear pockets. They're a game changer for me. I love them. So I wanted to talk about a file effects thing here. There's one over here. Hang on. So there's a couple different sizes. This one was for my Europe trip, and we were there 26 days, and so I needed something big. But what I liked about it is it organized my trip. I put miscellaneous. I labeled them before I left, so I knew we're starting in Verona, Tuscany. I just kind of put everything by tab, so whenever we went places, I could just stick everything from that time in here. And then in the back, I did food and transportation. Like if there was just something miscellaneous, I just put it back there too. But this was really nice. Whenever I would go to do art and stuff, I'd have all of my ephemera. And like if you're going back to these places, then you could go and look and see like exactly where you went and that kind of thing. And I do use those in my journal as well. But like a lot of these places will let you take 2 or 3 cards or that kind of thing, and then you can share them with other people, and so it's nice to have this. But this, I don't want this big of one for like a 10-day trip or a week-long trip. I would go with something smaller, but then I also have another idea. So one of the other things you could do is, like, say you're going on a 6-day trip, you could take 3 envelopes and put your ephemera in these, and it would take up less space, and it would kind of contain you a little bit. And this also could fit in like a little bag of sorts. Like you could put it, like, I don't know if this will fit in this bag, but anyways, you could put it in the bag. Like it would tuck away really nicely to have just the 6. So it would cut down on supplies. It just kind of depends on what you, how much space you have for that. The other thing that I like is I always take a journal or a book, something that I can close and hold tight that will hold botanicals, because I always put a botanical in when I get home. I dry them in a book, and then when I get home, I just run them through a laminator. And so they have to be completely dry before you can run them through the laminator. But whenever they're dry, you can run them through the laminator, and then you have this. And I just keep them in dark places until I'm ready to use them. So this box keeps it really kind of dark. That way I can, they don't turn like they've stayed this way. This has been 2 years now that these have been in here, and they're not turning brown and yucky, because like if I use them in a journal, they're not getting a lot of sunlight either. So I like this option for that. Oh, then I wanted to talk one more thing. Your pens and markers, this, whatever you're comfortable with is what you take. I always like to have a gray or a light brown for shading, because I don't like to use a smudge stick, like a smudger for pencil marks. I don't love that in these journals, just because I just, the way that I journal, it's just not really great for me. So I like to use those to kind of shade. And then I got this pencil set because I bought this pencil, and this pencil, drafting pencil, I don't even think it doesn't have the price on it. But I mean, the price difference between this and just getting a whole set of these was like so nice to do this. I think this pencil was like $10, and this was $14 for all of this. And it came with different color pencil lead, which is kind of fun. And this one, this is a 2.0, so you would have to use the 2.0 pencil for that. But it has all the different sizes. So it had the 0.9, I think this is 0.7, 0.5, and 0.3. So whatever pencil lead you were comfortable with, that's the pencil you would take. And I also liked, if you took them all, look, it has different colors, and so you would get to a point where you probably memorize which color goes to what. And then this is something that I had not ever thought of that they included in this. These little pencil sharpeners, and there's quite a few of them in here. There's like 3, I think, 3 of these for the different size leads. So that, because one of the things I don't like about the larger lead is that it doesn't have a fine point. If there's a sharpener, you can make these fine pointed. Like, this kit was kind of amazing. It comes with erasers. It comes with a knead eraser. It comes with erasers for the bottoms here, and it has like all the lead. And then this color, like let's see, what does it say on this one? This is just regular lead, but like different sizes is what I think it is, and I think they match the color of the pencil. So 7. So whenever you're looking for the lead for these, you just grab from here. But the green, I don't know. Oh, I think the green is for these. And then it also has all this for the bigger lead, the 2.0, which I'm not a big one for the bigger lead, but some people really like it. So, but there's a lot of that here. But it has like the 6B. It has all the different artists' things that we love, you know, like this one is 2B. 2H, 2H, HB, 4H, 6B, and 4B. So you have all the different colors of leads. But all of this, if you were like, this is where I would be okay with a bag, but like once you take it all out of the package, it would condense down to a decent size, but it also is something that lays pretty flat, like it's just thin. So you could take, you know, if you had the space, you could do something like this. I'm just taking my one, and I'll grab the lead that matches that. I like the 0.5 lead, so I will just put it in my extra little bag for that. But I just thought I would show you some options so that you knew different things that you can do with things. And I always take extra of these to take, like, to catch ephemera, to do all kinds of stuff. So I thought that was a good idea, to like a good option compared to this, because it would make it less bulky. And then you could just get like a rubber band or something and just kind of put around it to hold it together. But anyways, this is like travel option kit for you. I hope that this is helpful. I do these a lot because needs change, or things change, new products come out, or I'm constantly going through and revamping my travel kit. You will forever. You'll always revamp your travel kit. And so that's why I continually show you travel kit videos. With this though, in this blog post here, I have a list of the links of everything that I'm using so that you can see either the image and you can click on that so you can see what it has it in images so that it makes it easier for you to grab and go. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, I might update this in the future. So just keep looking out. But for right now, I think this is the kit. Okay, so I wanted to show the final kit of what I'm taking. So I'm probably going to be taking this. I will always take this just because I liked it. Well, and I have taken bigger books in the past, and I want to contain the size of botanicals I to do this time. So this is the book I'm going to take. I've included some of the clear envelopes here. And in here I have 2 cups because I want 2 cups, clean and dirty water. Some clear envelopes that I have here that are sticky, the masking tape, glues, and just tape runner. Let me put those in there. So this can hold in here really nice. And if I have last minute things that I want to add, there's still a little bit of room that I could add it to this. So that's the good thing there. So that tidies up. And then my watercolor kit with watercolor journals, watercolors, the watercolor brushes, and all the pins. And so this kind of is a tidy little bundle. Like, it's not a ton, but it gives me everything I need to do my travel journaling. And like I like a little messenger bag or something that I could throw this in would be nice. Like just some like backpack. I'm not a fan of a backpack. So messenger bags, because they sit in the front of me, I kind of like them better, but something like that I can just kind of throw this in whenever I'm walking to a cafe, or if I'm journaling outside, I'll kind of have something that I can kind of throw and contain these in so that I can journal on the go. But it's still not a ton, and the weight on it is not terrible, because that's the other thing, is watching the weight on it. And this thing I carry in my like, I'll either, if I'm going out for the day, I will, so like away from the hotel to a different town or whatever, I'll probably carry it with me. But if not, I just throw them in my botanicals in a little envelope, and I'll take care of it when I get back. If it's like going to be like, if I'm only out of the space for like an hour, I'll just throw it in that, and then I can get back and put it in here, and it stays pretty good. So anyways, I only choose one botanical a day, so I work it into my schedule. But I always like to have this to press it in, so it's dried whenever I get home, so I can make the bookmarks. But anyways, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, just keep looking. I keep updating this kind of thing, but right now I'm really happy with my travel kit. I love the supplies that I have, and I think it will work great.